Oh, hey there, guys. Didn't see you. Welcome back to the channel. I just, you caught me in the middle of just admiring this incredible artwork on this film that I'm going to talk about right now. I just got done watching it. And of course, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. It's the only Friday the 13th we're going to get here in 2025. And it also just happens to be Jason's birthday as well. So I decided to go ahead and check out one of my favorite films featuring the man in the hockey mask, and that is Jason X. Now, this was put out by Arrow Video recently, and I've heard some mixed things about it. Is it really that much of an upgrade over this one right here, which was included in that incredible Friday the 13th box set that came out from Scream Factory a number of years ago? And yeah, this one is an amazing release, and it looks really good on this Blu-ray. But I will say that despite some of the negative things that I've heard, I do see this. Believe me, guys, this one looks great. If you have this, you know what, you're probably going to be happy with it. I still think this one holds up really, really well. But this one, I do see slight upgrades here and there, especially in the audio. In the audio department, I think this thing sounds absolutely amazing and glorious and fantastic, and all the great, great things. But look wise, it looks good too. I watched it on HDR Vivid on my LG, and I did see some improvements. Now, one of the things, I mean, despite besides just how it looks, picture wise, this artwork is fantastic. I think they did a great job. A lot of these Jason films, like Jason Goes to Hell, as well as the remake of Friday the 13th, we all have this kind of aesthetic, this look on the slips, which I think is kind of really cool. Has Jason's face. Really, really enjoying that. And like I said, Arrow just all their packaging just looks absolutely fantastic. So there's the front. There's the back, the list of contents. There's a lot of extras with this one. This is just a 4K. There's no Blu-ray included with this release. But let's go ahead and get right into it and check it out. One of the things I do love on the cover, once again with the cover, Jason with that like Uber Jason mask. We talk about calling him Uber Jason, and then of course the original Jason hockey mask look right here. But let's go ahead and take this out of here. Once again, it's the same as the slip, and we do have reversible artwork. We do have that great original Jason X artwork right here, which I'm going to go ahead and flip it over like I like to do. And we're going to go ahead and put that in there. So we have the best of both worlds. We have it here, and then put it in with the slip, and we have this artwork. So once we open this up, of course, we have our 4K Ultra HD disc on this side. And we have a few goodies as well. Now, first off, we have a little advertisement here for Arrow Video for their streaming service. And we also have ourselves a Jason X poster. We have our new commissioned Arrow Video artwork, again, which I think is fantastic. But if you want the original, we have that as well. Both are fantastic in my opinion. Now, we also have this little booklet called The Grendel Log, Earth 2 for the year 2455. Of course, if you know the premise for the film is takes place around, I believe it's supposed to be like 2010, and people are getting, we have cryogenics that are a thing, and Jason gets cryo freezed basically, as well as our heroine of the film, Rowan. She gets frozen with Jason. Of course, they are unfrozen in the year 24, was it 2455, and by this group of explorers, basically this professor and his students are kind of like on the ship, and they come across them. So that's kind of like the premise. And of course, Jason gets unfrozen. We know that's going to happen, and everything just breaks loose from there. So in this little booklet, a little picture, Kane Hodder as Jason. Some more artwork or some scenes from the film. What I do like about this film, yes, Grant, okay, it does have some flaws. It's not a perfect film, but for what it was, I mean, early 2000s, okay? So I believe it was early 2000s when this came out. And let's see if the actual year is on this one, because this one did I'm going to tell you right now, this one did sit in limbo for a little while. It was actually finished like a year or two before it was actually, put out. They wanted to capitalize basically on the release of Freddy versus Jason. So this one came out a few months before that. And they finally said, you know what, let's just get this out there to theaters. And yes, some of the CGI, I mean, again, to early 2000s, some of the CGI is wonky. There's no doubt about that. But it's just fun. It's Jason in space. If you've seen Leprechaun in space, yeah, that's not a good film. In my opinion, not a great film. It didn't really take advantage of the whole premise of being in space. But this one really, I mean, they go all out with this one. They really do. I mean, they really. It has one of the best kills in all of the entire, whether just the Friday series or just with Jason, alone. It's one of the best kills. It involves a face that is getting, basically frozen and completely just smashed to pieces. And it's one of the best kills I've seen in any horror film, not just Jason or Friday the 13th film, but any horror film. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So they do really good with the kills in this film. But it's just fun. You just turn your brain off for an hour and a half. That's the duration of the film, it's an hour and a half, and just go along with it. Just have a fun ride with this film because I think it's definitely worth checking out. It's not going to be for everybody. That's a definite thing. It's not going to be for everybody, but I think what it does offer is something really really cool, and as far as something different for the Jason character. I mean, speaking of Uber Jason, look how cool he looks. He looks so cool. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on here and let you know I just finished watching this because I wanted to watch it before I talked about the film, before everything that was put together with this Arrow release, just to give an idea. Like, is it worth the upgrade? I think if you, like I said, if you have the Blu-ray from that box set and you're just a casual, Jason or Friday 13th fan, I think you're going to do okay with this release. But if you really want to, go all out, if you're a real big fan, then I think you're going to have to go with 4K and upgrade. I think you're going to be okay with this one, but like I said, for diehard fans, you're going to want to go ahead and have this. We have, like I said, we have Jason Goes to Hell, we have the Friday 13th remake, and all of that. Arrow's just doing a great, and like how they all look the same. They're all gonna, whatever they do get the rights to put out, I think they're all gonna look nice up on a shelf. So yeah, for, Jason X, definitely one of my favorites in the franchise, and this was a no-brainer. Had to pre-order this when this came out. When this went up for pre-order a few months ago, and yeah, so and I will say I was very pleasantly surprised. Like I said, it's not gonna blow you away as far as the upgrade goes, but I think there's enough there with the upgrade, a little bit here and there with how it looks and with the audio especially. But I think people are going to be able to sink their teeth in this one, especially with this, with the special features. Tons of special features with this one, so I think you're going to be happy with this release. So, guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance, and I'll catch you in another episode. Take care. Bye.